Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I was just pulling by here and I saw the old shrimping boat going out. Usually these things are docked or I see these guys out working. Not often I can catch them going or coming. Really neat. You know, I was going from Rockport for 3 weeks. And I'm just amazed over the last few days driving around and seeing the changes that have occurred in just that time. It gives you a better understanding of how these small towns develop and change over the years. And I can appreciate in just 3 weeks the changes that have been made. Yeah, I'll show you a few of them today. We'll check out some familiar sites that have changed. Hey, that girl travels. Good morning, my friend. You ready? Roll my intro. Rockport has a history with the big blue crab. It's been destroyed several times, and they had a huge fundraiser, and they got a new piece of art they're going to install, but this is how it ended yesterday. Hey, these guys are in my spot. How rude. I don't know what's going on here. I see some signs about floods. I know there was flooding here. Yeah, no idea. Flood control, flood protection, flood assessment. I'm thinking it has something to do with floods. Flood deployment. I'm still thinking it's flood related. Hydra flood force. Mobile emergency command. I got this big pad here. They're filling it up with water from the channel. No idea. Pretty neat. I have to keep an eye on it. Somebody Google flood force. Find out what that is. I'm kind of curious myself. Yeah, they're pumping water in from the channel. Neat. Well, they got it up off the ground, getting ready to install it. Those support poles are not attached to anything yet, so we'll have to see how the progress goes. It's funny, guys. Saturday, I gave away a brand new container of these little Tupperware things, storage containers, because I bought them like 4 months before and didn't use them. And now I got that oven, so I have to buy the exact same thing again. Except I think I'm going to get a different size. And what is pure Irish butter? Grass-fed cows, excuse me. They are actually getting a crowd as the day goes on. Slow and steady. Hurry up and wait kind of situation. Hope everyone stays safe. Looks like they're making some progress on the depot. And it won't show from this side, but when I get around the corner, that's the Rockport train depot. There no longer a train comes here, but they had just redid it, refurbished it. Let's go with that. When Hurricane Harvey hit, and looks like they're making some progress. I know what you're thinking. Dennis, do you know any good crab jokes? No. But I do know a lot of crab jokes. Why will a crab never help you out? Because he's shellfish. What do you call a crab that throws underhand? A lobster. What does a pirate crab call his house? Michelle. Did you hear about the crab that went to the gym? Yeah, he pulled a muscle. Who brings gifts to young crabs at Christmas? Santa Claus. Santa Claus. No? What do crabs do on New Year's Eve? That's an easy one. Celebrate. Nothing, huh? Well, while I was out on the road, they took out the bait shop. And I know this family has another business over in Fulton Harbor. If you didn't see any of the other videos, there was a bait shop here that sunk down into the water. I'll have to ask some of the guys that work in this area if they found out why. Well, it looks like they're figuring it out. I did pick up some of that plastic that had blown over by the navigation building. Some smaller pieces got away from these guys. I really thought those support poles would be exactly in place with a lot of math involved beforehand. But it looks like they're going to kind of eyeball it. They could have a reason for that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, my friend from That Girl Travels, check her channel out. I'll put a link in the description. Sent me a gift card to go to the Saltgrass. I've eaten here before. I've gotten some really good steaks here. I think if I eat a piece of red meat today, it's just going to clog an artery and I'm going to keel right over. So I might go with a salad today. Neat little place. They're in with the same group, Landry's and some other restaurants. And I actually have a card for there where you get like points and you get a couple free meals a year. Definitely went with the bread. I'm not passing up on that. Got in here in the afternoon between lunch and dinner, so it's not that crowded. It's a nice restaurant. It's Corpus Christi, so it's casual. You can come in here dressed up. You can come in here in a wet bathing suit. You're going to get the same service. I got a this was called a country salad. Chicken on top of a salad. It was absolutely delicious. Blue cheese dressing. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. That Girl Travels. Check out her channel. So this project, as far as I know, was all done on donations. It was expensive. And even once they get this attached, they have to set the support poles. They have brickwork coming in with people that donated so much. You got a brick in the walkway with whatever you wanted written on it within reason. It's very cool. I don't have the numbers right here in front of me, but I was actually very surprised at how much it cost. There's just a lot of labor and material involved. Well, I have been living in my truck for over 2.5 years. F-150 with a Leer cab on the back. And I have seen so many sunrises and sunsets compared to when I was working a traditional 8 to 6 job and living in a sticks and bricks. Sundown signifies the end of the day. I do miss the winters here when it would actually get dark around 5 o'clock, but be cool enough where I could get in the back of the truck with the tailgate down and do a little cooking and watch a movie on my phone if I wanted to, and just relax in the back of the truck, whether I was half in or half out, tailgate or all the way in. And yeah, that cooler weather is going to be appreciated. In the summer like this, it means it's just going to begin to cool down. So even if it gets dark or the sun sets at 8:15, it takes hours for it to begin to cool down. I think I've been back in Texas 4 nights and slept fine, hot, but slept fine except for the occasional meteor sonic boom. But 2 nights ago was rough, just hot. I couldn't move the air. It didn't even feel like the fan was on. The air was just thick. And I did consider getting in the front of the truck and turning the truck on and getting some air conditioning, but I toughed it out. And the next day felt great. Made a video going to Port A, a video at the beach, a video at Saltgrass, and needed to pick my buddy Mark up at the airport. And I got up there about an hour early, and I found a side parking lot away from the airport, and I slept, passed out for about an hour. It wasn't even a nap. I was having dreams and everything, and I just don't dream when I'm napping for some reason. But drove back home and dropped him off, and no problems at all. Last night it was hot. Don't get me wrong, it was hot, but I did manage to fall asleep. And I haven't taken my Tylenol PM in a few weeks, and I really need to do that because that will help me sleep, initially get to sleep, instead of having a million things bouncing around my little tiny pinhead and worrying about stuff and thinking about things that don't need to be thought about at 1 o'clock in the morning. But it's amazing how much has changed in Rockport just the 3 weeks I've been gone. And I'm glad I was able to show a little of it to you. I appreciate you guys who watch every day. I appreciate you guys who stop in every once in a while. All my contact information is in the description of this video. PayPal account, excuse me. PayPal account, mailing address, email, my Amazon affiliate link. And thanks for watching, everyone.